In this video, I'm going to introduce the Aerobridge Management Server to you. Aerobridge is for drone operators and drone service providers. Now, flight operations are hard. Managing your fleet, components, security, conducting the missions, all of this is a very hard and complex job, and Aerobridge helps you overcome some of these hardships by providing some digital infrastructure. So let's take a look. Let me log in. Now this is my launchpad. When you begin, you can see you can add your own aircrafts and so on. Of course, at the beginning, I do not have any aircrafts. What's interesting about Aerobridge is that it is compatible with your commercial off-the-shelf aircraft, or if you build and manufacture your own one. So it is flexible like that. It can understand your suppliers, people you buy parts from, and so on. So let's see, to begin, I can see that they have no aircraft, so let's add some of the aircrafts. So I go to my onboarding wizard. Let's say I have a Mavic 3. By the way, F450 is a custom assembled aircraft from myself, so you can add your own aircraft and inventory if you have it. But in this case, let's just start with a simple Mavic 3, and I want to add one aircraft. So I'm adding aircrafts to my fleet. I submit, and this will set up the aircraft. So if I just refresh my page now, here you will have the first aircraft called A. And then what's interesting about Aerobridge is that it understands the assemblies of it. So if you have 3D models and components, you can add it and you can track some of the components with it. So this is how you add new aircrafts. Of course, you can have as many or as few aircraft that you want to track. Now, let's talk about the events module in particular in Aerobridge. Now, as you do these operations, many things happen. Maybe a component is damaged, maybe a battery is recharged, maybe you claim an insurance, maybe a propeller needs replacement, and so on. So these are the events that happen during flight operations, and Aerobridge allows you to track them. When you track them, you can develop a lot of insights around what's actually happening during your flight operations. So let me show you just the event module to begin with. Firstly, there are two kinds of events. Sometimes you can have an event with photos. So for example, a propeller breaks and you take a photo with your camera and then you can upload it. But in this case, we take a simple event where, for example, the battery needs to be recharged. I add an event. It is in the aircraft A, which I have added. And then the components here is the battery. So here, so you can decide what things you want to track for your fleet. And then you say battery discharged, needs a recharge, for example. And the new status, for example, is just maybe attention needed. And then I create an event. So now here you can see that I have created an event for aircraft A, which is a battery discharged. And essentially what you can start to do then is track these events as they occur throughout your fleet and operations. Now, Aerobridge provides other advanced capabilities like trusted flights and security and component tracking and assemblies and so on. But essentially, you can start to ramp up your digital capability as far as flight operations are concerned with Aerobridge. Thank you.